this is the second meeting, second talking about the Vivekachudhamani, the text of Shankara. If we consider that the past text was the Mangalacharana, this is the verse number 1. But there are many commentators that they consider the Mangalacharana to be the number 1 and this the second verse. So anyway, we will repeat in Sanskrit. Please repeat after me. Jantunam narajanma durlabhamataha Pumstvam tato viprata Tasmad Vaidika Dharma Marga Parata Vidvatvam Asmat Param Atmanatma Vivechanam Swanubhavo Brahmatmana Samstiti Muktirno Shata Janma Koti Sukritaihi Punyair Vina Labhyate. So for all living creatures, a human birth, as indeed rare, much more difficult it is to attain manhood. Rarer than this is to be a Brahmana. Even after gaining all these rare chances to have devotion to the Vedic religion, Vaidika Dharma, more rare than this is erudition in the Holy Scriptures or understanding the Holy Scriptures. And discrimination between the self and the non-self through direct self-realization. Continuous union with the Absolute, final and complete liberation are not to be obtained without meritorious deeds done in 100 billion well-lived lives. Mukti, or liberation, is not to be attained except through the well-earned merits of 100 crore of births. Okay? In this verse we found a lot of interesting Sanskrit words. Jantunam narajanma durlabhamataha. Jantunam, within many different species of life. Narajanma, human birth. Durlabhaha, durlabhamataha. Durlabha is rare, special. Pumstvam, manhood. Viprata, Brahmana. Shankara began to explain about the human form of life or the chance. He tried to make us aware of the value, the preciousness of this chance of human life. You know, a person that is not aware of the value of human life, that is not aware of the preciousness of this form of life and the potential that include human life, never will be enthusiastic in the real to seek for that potential. If you have no appreciation for human life, because you don't understand the potential, the intrinsic potential, you will never be enthusiastic in searching to try to inquire, explore, investigate in yourself. So Shankara begin by this indication, this statement that Narajanma, human birth, is something very rare, durlabhamata. But if you go around and you ask people, you will see that in our society, the human form of life is not considered something so precious. It's okay, people are busy. What they want family, they want money, they want fame, they want possessions, they want many things. But you will not find somebody who is happy. I am so happy because I am a human being. It will be very curious now. First of all, we need to understand that our society, human society, have a center, and that center is sense gratification. Every human being make efforts 24 hours in order to try to satisfy the senses. People work very hard in order to have money or the means in order to satisfy the senses. A little more television, to go to the cinema, to smoke cigarettes, drink alcohol, eat more and better, more sex, to see this, to see that, all the time to satisfy the senses in one way or other, yeah, to enjoy, to have this. So, if that is the point, for a life that is only based in eating, defend yourself, make sex, and sleep, the human form of life is not the best. It's not the most adequate. You look around and you can see that a monkey or a pigeons can make much more sex than a human being. So in that body you have more facilities to be really in a good coupleship and very attached. You can do much more sex, you can enjoy it more. So human being's form is not so adequate for that. It's not so suitable for that. If you see the body of the elephant, for example, he can enjoy a greater quantity of food. So better than human beings. If you look at the organism of the lion or the tiger, they have much more facilities, the digestive system, in order to be carnivore, to meat eating. So, of course, when somebody that the center of his life is the satisfaction of the senses, don't understand why human being is so incredible and rare form of life. You can hear people who say, oh, I wanted to be like a bird in order to fly, or I wanted to have the power of a horse or something like that. Yeah. So the real uniqueness of human life is exposed when you search for reality in spiritual life, in religion. Only then you can be aware of all the potential that of a human form of life. Human form of life is a luxury. But if you take this luxury and you invest in sleep, eating, sex, and defend yourself, or you invest the human form of life only to develop the instinct, it's like to take a Rolls Royce and to use it in order to bring vegetables in the market, batatas. Rolls Royce full of batatas. It's not that it's not possible, it's possible, but if you look at that, you will feel this is not adequate. It's adharma. It's not dharma. Something seems wrong. Maybe the person is not aware that this is a Rolls Royce. He don't understand, you will say, he's a barbarian. This is what is going on with human life today. Human beings use this incredible opportunity in something that is not so adequate, only to fulfill the instincts. Human beings are different from any other entity. This is clear. When we see the process of, because in the process of evolution, where consciousness wants to be conscious of itself, this is a process where conscious in an evolution, through the mineral to the vegetals, fish and the monkey, the doggies, the whatever, the cat, is a process that the consciousness go and become conscient of itself, reach the point of the human being. The human being is something totally different. It's the end of the evolutionary process and the beginning of the involutionary process, or the beginning of a process where consciousness go back to the source. Animals are conscious, but they are not self-conscious. Human beings are self-conscious. That means the human beings, I know I am a person. The cat don't know I am a cat. The horse don't know I am a horse. Self-conscious. And this self-consciousness manifests something that is personal will. Personal will is self-volition. No? Yeah. Personal will, self-volition. This is very, very important because in the process of evolution, is a natural process and spontaneous process with the nature. It's like a small stick in the river, go with the river. But this self-consciousness, self-aware, that I'm aware I am a person, develop this personal will. That is like now you have a small motor that you can direct yourself in certain direction in the involutive process that you go back to the source. So the intellectual level, the human being as a thinking entity is not the highest level of evolution. Human being is a process. It's a process from the animal till the divine, from the instinct to the celestial level, pass through the intellect, through the mind. So it's a process that passes to the evolution, to the involution, and go back to the source. And this is what Shankara go and put here in an incredible way, poetical way too. It's rare a human birth, but it's more rare this, and it's more rare. Every step in this process, development of all the potential in the human being, from the animal till the divine, is exposed here in this beautiful verse. So, self-volition, self-volition, this is the motor. The self-volition is the motor, the small motor, that you have to use it in the proper way. More rare, Jatunam Narajan Madurulabhamata, more rare than that the human being born is Pumstvam. Pumstvam, there are people who translate this like to be born as a man. And then they think, okay, so to be a woman is lower than that. But Pumstvam means the manhood. Manhood means all the qualities that are included in the manhood. Can be a woman, but when he's brave, this manhood. And can be man that is very feminine. Manhood means the courage. Why you need courage? Because in the spiritual development, in the spiritual evolution, when you go and look at yourself, you will find errors, you will find weakness, that if you don't have the courage, the bravery to face them, you will not able to continue. You will create justifications. You will create condemnations that are the same. You can see and you want to escape. So you justify or you condemn, but these are the same thing. Both of them. You need the courage to face them and not to create, the courage not to escape from the sense of insecurity in life into the religion. You need the courage. For searching of reality, you need courage to see what is as it is and not to escape, even to religion. You can escape even to religion for protection, one God who will protect me. No, you need to be courage. You need to be like a lion of the Vedanta. And this is what is meant here. And tato viprata. Viprata is Brahmana. Same thing. There are people who think, you need to born as a man and you need to born as a Brahmana, in a Brahmana family. Yeah, but Brahmana, viprata, means first of all, Brahmana is not a social issue, but it's a spiritual issue. Krishna say in the Bhagavad Gita, chapter 4, text 13, Chatur Varnyam Maya Srishtam Guna Karma Vibhagat Shaha. He talk about, I create these 4 divisions, Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, according to Guna Karma, he say. So there are 2 interpretations. One interpretation say Guna, Sattva, Rajas, and Tamas, and Karma. Karma means according to, if you're born as a Brahmana, it's because past activity, so you are a Brahmana, and that is the reason, because your family. But the real translation is Guna Karma is, you born, Krishna say, I created these 4 divisions, spiritual divisions, according to Guna, Sattva, Rajas, and Tama, and according to Karma, the activities related to that Guna. Means you are a Brahmana if you act as a Brahmana. What is Brahmana? A sattvic person. You have certain qualities as a Brahmana. That qualities you see in Bhagavad Gita chapter 18, text number 42. There Krishna explained that you have this peaceful, self-control, knowledge, all these qualities. But why you need these Brahminical qualities? Pumstvam tato viprata. You need manhood and you need viprata. Brahminical qualities. Because first you found weakness, errors, and the second, the Brahminical qualities, you can correct these errors. You can do something about it. Everybody can see errors. Everybody, okay, I am very strong, I am brave, I have the courage, so I see, I have an error. I see. No, don't condemn myself. But you cannot be stuck there. Then you need another thing that is more rare, Brahminical qualities. Not Brahminical like I do puja, no, Brahminical qualities. The knowledge, the peace, all this tolerance, self-control, austerity, all these qualities, with them I can change. I can do something. I can correct the things. So we talk about manhood and about Brahminical qualities. It's more rare. Not only a human born, but we go on. Tasmat Vaidika Dharma Marga Parata. Tasmat Vaidika Dharma Marga Parata. Vaidika Dharma, the Sanatan Dharma, the Vedic religion, Marga as a way of life. Marga is a path, as a way of life. Devotion. Devotion, yeah? Tasmad Vaidika Dharma Marga Parata. Devotion to religion, to Vaidika Dharma. See, Vaidika Dharma is the universal law, the cosmic law. Whenever you violate the cosmic law, the universal law, you suffer, others suffers. Vaidika Dharma means, what are the Vedas? The Vedas are, there is the knowledge of the Dharma, how to deal with Dharma, how to live. There are a lot of people who live, but they don't know how to live. How to live intelligently. The Vedas don't say don't enjoy life. Enjoy, but intelligently way, that you will not cause problems to others, problems to yourself. And in some way, this is the essence of all the religions. How to live according to Dharma. You can call it 10 Commandments, you can call it in different ways, but how to live intelligently. And this is what religion is. And Vaidika Dharma, a devotion to this path, real devotion. You need a lot, many people can talk about religion is this, that, but you need a lot of courage, a lot of manhood, a lot of Brahminical qualities to live a life that you adhere to yourself strongly to the principles of Vaidika Dharma, to religious principles. It's very difficult. But then, vidvatvam asmat param. We talk about erudition, no? Erudition. Erudition in the Holy Scriptures. Yeah, because you can find a person that know how to do the right rituals, the ceremonies, to dress like this, the right prayer, to know everything, but don't understand what is religion. Why you do this? Happens to you that you found people know all the scriptures and they know everything and they do everything, ceremonies, rituals, and dress properly, but why is all this? And then, well, my family is writing like that in the, why you did it? When you have really erudition, but real erudition in the Holy Scriptures, you begin to understand this is the direction, the meaning of religion. The real meaning of religion. Religion is not something that we can define. It's an existential experience. Religion, what you know by religion, Buddhism, Judaism, Hinduism, these are doors, these are windows that through them you experience something, you can look something, you can become in contact with something. Through the door you can go out and see the forest. Through the window you can look out and see the sunset, whatever. So through religion you can go out and make a contact, an experience with that is not possible to define. So you need to understand that the religion, the ism, is only the door. It's only the window. And this is what the person who knows the Vaidika Dharma, the Vedas, the scriptures, understand what is religion and where religion guides us. So this is more advanced. And where this real knowledge of the Holy Scriptures, we don't talk about only scholarly, but really know where, when you know something happens in your life. In far past, I remember I asked about certain Bābājī that he was analphabet. He don't know how to read and how to, and the guru should be somebody who is know the scriptures. This is one of the qualities that have to be in every guru. So people ask, somebody asked, how this Bābājī can be a guru? He's an analphabet, he don't know how to read. Even Ramakrishna Paramahansa didn't know how to read. But the point is, but in the behavior of this person, we see that he know the scriptures. And that is what is really important. Not the letter. If you know, whenever you see to know the Holy Scriptures, to be erudite in the Holy Scriptures, means this is reflecting your behavior. This is the important thing. So when you are really scholar in the Holy Scriptures, when you know the Vedas, this merge in something that is even more rare. Atmanatma vivechanam swanubhavo. Atmanatma vivechanam, viveka, discrimination between atma and anatma, self and non-self. Swanubhavo, personal, very intimate. This is the level. If you reach this rare, special level, when you are in religion, you still discuss what happens to Lord Jesus, what happens to Buddha, what happens to Shankara, what happens to Lord Chaitanya, to Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, what happens to Vivekananda, Anandamayama Swami Shivananda. Here, you reach the level, you begin the Vedantic wisdom, the Vedantic level, the Upanishadic level, that you begin to go directed to something that happens in you. In you. You stop to talk about food and you begin to eat. When the discrimination, what is self and non-self, what belongs to my real nature and what belongs to what I think I am, this discrimination, this separation is something intimate, is a direct experience. And this merge in Brahmatmana samstiti is a constant, to be established constantly in Brahman, in the absolute. This is to be established in your real nature, is to relax in the center, is to be the sakshi, the witness, is to be established in the absolute, in what you really are. This is mukti or liberation. Mukti or liberation. Mukti or liberation that is to be liberated, but not from others or for certain conditions, but liberated from yourself, from the mind, from you as an image. This kind of liberation is mukti, and that is muktirno shata janma koti sukritahihi punya irvinalabhyate. Mukti is not to be attained except through the well-earned merits of 100 crore of births. 10 million births. A lot of births, infinite births. You cannot attain mukti in one life. Whenever, people see, you say, Ramana Maharshi, how is possible? He born and so young, he experienced enlightenment. How is it possible? Or luminaries like so many big Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, such a level of people ask, how is it possible, this difference in the world? Certain people who practice all their life, most of the people, and nothing happens. And a few that you see is incredible, the difference. So what explained here, Shankara, is that when you see, for example, an artist that is a master in tabla, a master in violin, a master on sitar, something like that, appears in the scenario and begin to play, people cannot say, you cannot say, it's incredible how the person in this moment take the sitar, see what he do. You need to understand that this is a product of a lot invest of energy, time, dedication, study, to reach this level. So it's not something that happens only in this moment that the person is in the scenario. This have some past, something happened in the past, something the person did. So in the same way, when you see people that have more facilities, more abilities, more talent for spiritual life, for meditation, you can understand that this person did a lot of sadhana, have done a lot of sadhana in past lives. So this is now only a result of what you see is only a result. This is in this long process of evolution, is of manifest the potential of human beings. Now we can pass to the third. Yeah. Durlabam trayamevaitad devanugraha hetukam manushatvam mumukshutvam mahapurusha samshrayaha. Manhood, born in desire for liberation, the capacity to surrender completely to a man of wisdom, these three things are rare indeed, and wherever they are found, they are due to the Lord's own grace, divine grace, no? Devanugraha, divine grace. So we talk here about trayam, a triad. This is interesting because what Shankara explained in the past verse, that was a long list of rare things, one more rare than the previous. He talked about the human birth, and then he talked about manhood and Brahminic qualities, and devotion to the Vedic Dharma, and erudition in the Holy Scriptures, and all that, and continue. And here he summarized all of them in three, in a triad. This is something that appears many times in the Scriptures, a summary. So Shankara say, if you take all of them, there are three rare things. That is the summary of all the list I gave in the previous verse. In other way, you can see three of them are due to divine grace. It's not something that you can do, yeah? But it's divine grace. So the divine grace can be expressed in three ways. The first is, many people say, more important than to be religious is to be a human being. This is what Shankara say here. You know what? First of all, be a human being. What means a human being? Compassion. That it's important for you what happens to others. Sometimes people that have no religion, no ism, but they are the people who help others that need help or something, food, water, I don't know what. And you can see it many times. So first thing, be a human being. More important, this world is full of Jewish, Muslims, Hindus, Christians, Buddhists, but not so many human beings. If the world was more with human beings, was less wars, less terror, less cruelty, no? Human beings, at least in the psychological level, because there are many human beings in the physiological level, but still in the instinct. Human means more in the psychological level or in the divine level. So to be human being is the first. The second is this hunger, this real thirst for the divine, for enlightenment. That this is a manifestation of what? Of the awake and the arise of Kundalini. When Kundalini awake and want to meet Shiva, you feel this big this desire, burning desire for enlightenment, for freedom, for yourself. This is important. Then is love, not attachment. Attachment is only love but no consciousness, no relation to consciousness. It's blind love. Real love is when the Kundalini arises, awake, and she is connected to Shiva. She is for Shiva. She is angry to meet Shiva, to meet consciousness. Then love happens. is in relation between Kundalini and Shiva, between Kundalini and consciousness. Love is conscious attachment, is attachment with consciousness. This is an expression of the divine grace. The third is to found the protection of a Mahapurusha. Mahapurusha Samshrayaha means a big being, a big being, or a guru, master. But more than that is to have the faculty, the ability to be a disciple. That is the third level. Is the three ways that the grace, the divine grace can manifest. What is divine grace? You know, in the material level, we have the law of gravitation. Law of gravitation. We know that every power that is like electricity have negative and positive. Every power have true poles, polarity. What is the polarity of the law of gravitation? There is something in the spiritual level that in the same way there is a power that attracts you to the mundane. Yeah? When you look for the world of names and forms, you feel attracted to the mundane. Like a gravitation, there is a power that when you don't do nothing, when you don't go deep into yourself, like in the Judaism, Hasidut, we say, to descend in order to ascend. Means to go deep inside in order to elevate yourself. This is the grace. When you go deep inside, and you don't do nothing, and you watch, you begin to feel that you levitate spiritually. You ascend to the upward. You fall. Like the gravity, you fall down. Here you fall upward, and you feel that you become, first of all, a human being. A human being. Second, you feel thirsty, hunger for the sky, hunger for the divine. You feel thirsty, a burning desire for freedom. A burning desire to be liberated from the limitations. And we can imagine that at the end of this divine grace will be to be a spiritual master, to be a guru. No, to be one who have the capability to be a disciple. This is the higher state. Because a real spiritual master is not somebody who have the capability to be a guru or to sit in a vyasasana, but is somebody who have the capability to be a disciple. A disciple. And to take shelter under the lotus feet of a Mahapurusha. Yeah. This is the highest level. In this way, many questions arise, these two verses, 2 and 3, according to what Shankara say. One of them is, if spiritual life is a massive phenomenon, can spiritual life, according to what we read here, it's so rare to be a human being, so rare to be manhood, and so rare to be a Brahman, and at the end to reach the level of this desire for enlightenment and to all the capability to become a disciple is a massive phenomenon. Is a phenomenon for society? No, it's a unique, it's a rare phenomenon. It's a rare phenomenon. So we only can pray to receive this divine grace and to be able to these three expressions of the divine grace in us, to be open that these three different aspects of the divine grace will manifest in us, to be human being, to have a real desire. You know, any desire is desire for the self. Any desire you have is a desire for liberate yourself from limitations. But when you have a burning desire for enlightenment, it's only a question of awareness. It's when you are aware That this is not that I want this or that, or this car, or money, or fame, or attachment, or that person. What I really want is to liberate myself from any sense of limitation. I want the unlimited. It's a level of understanding, of awareness. And then when I really, really have a desire for enlightenment, all the qualities of the disciplehood are revealed in me, because I am ready. I am ready to trust, to surrender, and to the humbleness